Today, Susanna is getting married to the man of her dreams. He's smart, funny, handsome, good job security, and what better match for a young serving maid than a butler? Too bad their boss has made it his mission to stop the wedding so that he can have Susanna all to himself. Join us in the battle of wits, of rich versus poor, and ultimately the battle for love with Mozart's The Marriage of Figaro. Here with your hosts, the Opera Avengers. Hi, and welcome to the Opera Avengers. I'm Alejandra Martinez, your guide to demystifying opera, an art form that was created by the people, for the people, and of the people. For our first show, we will be covering Mozart's controversial masterpiece, The Marriage of Figaro. The Marriage of Figaro was adapted by Mozart's librettist, Da Ponte, from a French play of the same name by Beaumarchais. Pierre Beaumarchais was a playwright, watchmaker, inventor, musician, diplomat, fugitive, spy, publisher, horticulturalist, arms dealer, satirist, financier, and revolutionary for both the French Revolution and in support of America's bid for independence from Britain. He wrote the Figaro trilogy that would come to be immensely popular: The Barber of Seville, popularly adapted by Rossini, The Marriage of Figaro, and The Guilty Mother. The Marriage of Figaro, the first play of its kind to be so subversive against the aristocracy, was quickly banned by King Louis XVI. The idea that peasants, servants no less, would triumph over their masters was so scandalous that it was instantly a hit among those who could get around the censors. Only Mozart, who was a rock star in his own time, was able to persuade the Holy Roman Emperor Joseph II to allow him to adapt it into an opera. What followed remains some of the most beautiful and irreverent theater ever written. The Marriage of Figaro begins with a happy man and a worried woman. The man, Figaro, knows he is just hours away from getting laid. His bride Susanna is worried that their boss, the Count, will beat him to it. The Count, who himself is married, has been after her affections for weeks now and has even tried to bribe her into sleeping with him. Hang on, listeners. Sorry about the interruption. Hello?
Hi, is this the Love Line?
No, this is Opera Avengers, where
Great. Listen, I have a message for that little Count. You tell him that if he wants to dance, we'll dance. We'll dance all right, but I get to pick the music. You got it? I can't believe how he repays me after everything I did for him back in Seville. I wasn't just his barber, you know. I was his wingman. And now he thinks he can steal my girl on my wedding day? He's got another thing coming. We'll dance all right. I don't care if he is my boss. This time I'm calling the shots.
Okay, let's take a brief commercial break.
Are you or a loved one suffering from breach of contract? The way I see it, a deal's a deal. So why not get what you're owed? Contact the law offices of Bartolo and Associates today. You have my word that we do our very best, and then some, to make sure you get what's coming to you. But don't take our word for it. Listen to what Marcellina has to say.
I had previously loaned money to Figaro on the condition that he would later either return the money or ask for my hand in marriage. But then I heard the announcement of his marriage to some wispy little number named Susanna. Figaro clearly had no intention of following through on our arrangement. I felt so betrayed, and I thought I had nowhere to turn. Then a friend referred me to Bartolo, and I could not be happier that I listened. Within minutes of asking for his help, Signor Bartolo promptly escorted me to the wedding and to confront Figaro and fight for what I was owed. Later we found out that I had a child with Bartolo, and that child was Figaro. Figaro, so we ended up dropping the whole suit anyway. But still, Bartolo is an exceptional lawyer nonetheless, and I could see myself starting.
Oh, okay, that's plenty. Thank you, Marcellina. Obviously, disputes of a familial nature are one of the many specialties here. So why don't you spare yourself some hassle to make the right choice? Because here at the law offices of Bartolo and Associates, we're fighting for you.
And we're back. We last left off with Figaro learning about the Count's lascivious intentions towards his fiancée. He plans to use every ounce of his cunning to outfox his employer and save his wedding day. After he leaves the stage, the lawyer, Bartolo, and his client/housekeeper, Marcellina, sneak into the palace. They are here on a mission. Figaro borrowed money from Marcellina and promised that he would either pay her back or marry her. As the aging Marcellina has not seen so much as a penny, she is determined to make Figaro her husband tonight. After explaining her plan, Susanna, carrying the Countess's laundry, enters the scene and... Hello, Opera Avengers?
Yeah, this is Opera Advisors, right? Okay, so I'm probably not even supposed to be talking about this because, well, my court date is coming up. But I just can't help myself. I have to vent a little. Oh, don't worry. It's nothing I did. I'm the complainant. That means the complainer. Or the complaining party. Against this old boyfriend I used to have. Well, okay, he never exactly was in love with me, but, you know, love. Who needs it? Anyways, we're supposed to be married today, but you know what? He's marrying some other floozy. Can you believe it? Trust a man to marry the wrong floozy. So I figure I'll sue him and we'll live happily ever after. So my question to you is it tacky to ask for cash instead of wedding gifts?
Well, look at that. It looks like we have a caller who might be able to answer your question. Yes, caller, you are on the air.
Finally! Listen here. I happen to be that floozy you're talking about, and I have a little something to share with you.
Oh, the little maid slacking.
How dare you!
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you saying something? Go ahead.
I didn't realize I was interrupting you. If you want to continue to embarrass yourself on the radio, please, after you.
No, after you.
Please, you first.
Ladies.
Now, as the Count's future mistress, you should learn to take some authority.
You know what they say, age before beauty, and you certainly outrank me by a few 100 years.
Ladies, please.
I can't believe she said that. How is this allowed on live radio?
Enough! Listeners, we'll be right back.
Tired of being surrounded by fools? Having trouble helping someone get the hint? Try Jerk-Off. Jerk-Off is a discreet, lightweight repellent spray you can carry with you wherever you go. When you see a jerk coming along, just give it a spritz. Jerk-Off is harmless to folks like you and me, but to jerks, the stuff is unbearable. Jerk-Off unleashes a wave of unpleasant fragrances which target a jerk's fight or flight response and sends them running. Having trouble spurning the advances of a persistent suitor? Try Jerk-Off.
Jerk-Off is amazing. It works brilliantly. Count Almaviva was set on stealing me away and ruining my marriage to Figaro. But thanks to Jerk-Off, the Count has finally gotten the hint and has gone back to his own wife. Today, Figaro and I are happily married. Thanks, Jerk-Off.
Call now, and for the special price of only $29.99, we'll give you a second Jerk-Off absolutely free. Why should you have to put up with idiots? While your enemies are getting their jerk on, all it takes is a spritz to send your jerk off.
Hey baby, does your mother know that you're out?
Tired of jerks. Get jerk off, jerk repellent. It's easy to use, just point and shoot, it's jerk off. Just a single spray will melt them away, it's jerk off. And the best part about jerk off, it's for everyone. Whether geek, stalker, or boss, it's jerk off.
And we're back. Over the break, we discussed and decided, yes, it is tacky to ask for cash in lieu of wedding gifts. Back to our story, Susanna, having won the argument against Marcellina, is further interrupted by the young page boy, Carabino, who we have here in the studio with us today. Now, Carabino, despite your young age, you are quite the poet, I understand.
Yeah, I guess so.
What would you say is your biggest inspiration?
Definitely the ladies.
Oh, a bit of a romantic, are we? Does it get you into trouble?
Sometimes, but only because my boss, the Count, is jealous of all the mad tail I get. He wishes he had game like me. He just doesn't get it, though. A woman is a goddess. I wish I could understand her.
Why don't you share one of your poems with us, Carabino?
Sure, I'll share. But first, you have to give me your number.
Sure. It's 1-800-555-OPRA.
Yes! I mean, alright. Legit. Texting okay? Cool. Okay. This poem is dedicated to all my honeys out there, by which I mean every lady within listening distance. What am I? What am I doing? I don't know anymore. 1 minute I'm on fire. The next, I'm cold as ice. Women, they drive me out of control. I turn white, green, blue, red, shaking like I'm about to explode. When I think about love, I just can't hide what I feel in my chest. And I just want to shout about it. Every day, baby, let's talk about love. In my dreams, let's talk about love. My friends, my family, my boss, total strangers. Let's talk about love. And if no one's around to listen, I'll talk to myself.
Thanks, Carabino, a very talented young man. Watch out for him. So, back to our story. Susanna and Carabino are both interrupted by the Count. Carabino, who's already in hot water with his boss, hides, while the Count continues to hit on Susanna, this time offering her money if she'll agree to be his mistress. Oh, sorry for the interruption, folks. We've got some hot gossip coming in from our local gossip hound, Basilio.
Sorry about that. Just kidding. I'm not sorry. Anyway, whatever. Shut up. Okay, so the word is out around the castle of a hot and steamy romance going on between, guess who? Carabino and the Count's wife. Yep, just when you think our infallible First Lady couldn't get any more sanctimonious. And they're saying she's got a bun in the oven. And let's be real, no baby until now. Chances are the Count's been shooting blanks.
And we have a caller on line 1. Let's see if they've got anything to add to your discovery.
Hello, Opera Avengers. Basilio. Oh, shit. Hi, boss. Your Countess. I mean, your Countenance. Your Highness? Please, continue with these fascinating allegations. Actually, I think I'm done. You will continue. Hey, listen, what I said about Carabino and the Countess, I mean, it's not, like, actually true. Hey, don't blame me. The tip I got was from Antonio, and you know how he practically wakes up wasted. Can't even tell the Countess from his daughter Barbarina. The listeners just like to hear a bit of scandal, and then they forget about it. No big deal. I don't forget. That little lover is no longer welcome here. Oh, do I smell a duel to win the heart of the Countess? What drama! No, he's not worth my time or my bullets, for that matter. Besides, I've just enlisted the brat in the army. Chances are some Johnny foreigner will take care of the job for me. And if not, maybe the kid will come back with some manners.
Well, that's Act 1, folks. Suspicions and schemes abound. Will Carabino be shipped off to war? Will the Count mend his cheating ways? Will Susanna and Figaro ever get married? Find out now, actually. Act 2 opens in the Countess's room, where she has just learned about the Count's infidelity from Susanna herself. Desperate to find some way to stop her husband and hopefully regain his affection, the Countess agrees to go along with a plan hatched by Figaro to set up a distraction for the Count that will reveal his cheating to everyone. He instructs the girls to dress Carabino as a woman, a decoy to try and lure the Count into some public humiliation. As Figaro goes to prepare, Carabino arrives.
I'm sorry, we seem to be receiving an interfering signal from another station.
We now return to the marriage of Figaro, in progress.
Oh, Carabino, I must say you are prettier than me.
Something's missing. Susanna, fetch me one of your ribbons for his hair.
At last, my lady, we are finally alone.
What?
Please have mercy on me. I must confess, I love you so.
Carabino!
My lady, I will give you all the affection warranted by a beautiful, perfect angel, such as yourself.
Who is it?
Who is it? Who could it possibly be? Why do you have your door locked?
Oh God, the Count! He'll kill me if he finds you here. He'll kill us both! Carabino, hide!
Where?
Quickly, into the closet. I can't have you seen this way. Have dressed, blushed.
Open this door.
I'm coming, dear. Why, hello, dear. I thought you were out hunting this morning.
I am still hunting, my lady. Who are you talking to?
Why, to you, of course.
Do not play games with me.
Why, Susanna, of course. She was modeling her wedding dress for me. She just returned to her room a moment ago.
If it was just Susanna, why do you appear so anxious? No, I think there's something else troubling you. Take a look at this letter I intercepted.
Oh, God! It's the love letter Figaro wrote to me, pretending to be Carabino to further distract the Count. Oh, you know how the young man is these days. I certainly do not return his affections, nor encourage them.
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
Well, my lady, it seems your anxiety is affecting your hearing. Who is in there?
Who are you expecting to find? How can you treat me so suspiciously?
You will tell me who is hiding in there.
Well, if you must know, it is Susanna.
Susanna? Do you take me for a fool? You told me Susanna was in her room. How then did she get inside your closet?
I must have been confused. But of course she's in there.
We will see. Susanna! Come out, I say!
No! Please, stop! She can't come out.
What has happened since I've been gone? I had better stay hidden for now.
And why can't she come out, my lady?
Modesty forbids it. She was only half dressed and hid in there when she heard you coming. Oh, Lord, what shall I do?
She's hiding something. I know it. Well, then, if she can't come out, she can tell me so herself. Susanna, answer me.
No, Susanna, I forbid you to speak.
This is outrageous!
Oh, God, help me!
What a scandal! The entire castle will hear about it. My poor mistress.
Well then, if Susanna will not open the door and you will not permit her to speak to me, I have no other choice than to break the door down.
What are you saying? What will the servants think to hear us quarreling like this? Will you humiliate yourself as well as your countess?
You are right. We will fetch the key together then. And to make sure everything and everyone is as we left them, I will lock the door. I trust you have no objections?
They're finally gone. Carabino, come out! Oh God, my life is over. The Count will surely kill me. He's locked the door, so there's no way out. What? Oh, help, help! Maybe, yes, the window. I will jump out the window. Carabino, you can't. It's dangerous. Don't worry, my beauty. Simply give me a kiss for luck, and I'm sure to land safe and sound in the carnations below. No, please! Goodbye. Ah! Oh, I can't believe it. He made it. Look at the little Casanova run. And now I'll hide in the closet and pretend I was there all along.
All right, my lady. Either you open the door with your key right now, or I will by force.
Please stop. Do you really think I'm capable of being unfaithful to you?
As you wish, my lady. We will soon see what you are capable of.
Wait. All right, you will see. But please, I beg of you to remain calm.
It is not Susanna in there, is it?
No, it isn't. But before you see, you must know that it was all meant to be a harmless joke. I would never betray you. I swear on my honor, on honesty, on...
I ask you one last time. Who is in there?
A child?
A child? Who?
Carabino.
I'll kill him!
No, please, come to your senses.
Come out of that closet, Carabino. Wretched lad. Be quick about it.
My lord, please, do not do anything rash in your fury.
Still you dare to interfere?
No, listen.
Go on, speak then.
I swear that every one of your suspicions has a reasonable explanation. The state in which you find him, with his collar open, his chest bare...
His collar open? His chest bare? Oh, I understand. Unworthy wife. I'll have my revenge now.
But he's innocent. How can you doubt your wife?
Give me the key.
Oh, fine. Here, take the key. You know...
I won't listen to anything. Get out of my sight. You have shamed me.
Fine. I'll go. But I'm not guilty.
I read it in your face. I won't listen. He dies, and will no longer be the cause of my troubles.
Oh, his blind jealousy drives him to such madness.
Come on out of there, you little bastard! Susanna?
Susanna? But how can it be?
I simply can't believe it.
My lord, what happened to your determination for justice? Take your sword, kill the page. That same little bastard stands before you.
You are alone in there?
Why, see for yourself.
I will.
Susanna, help! I'm fainting. My heart is going mad.
Everything's all right. Carabino is safe. He's fled from the window into the garden.
What a mistake I have made. I can barely believe it. My lady, if I offended you, I ask your pardon. But to play such games with your husband is too cruel.
Your foolishness deserves no pity.
That's what you get for being suspicious.
But I love you.
Don't say that.
I swear it.
You're lying. Oh, that the faithfulness of a lover's soul could be punished so.
That fury. Susanna, help me to calm her.
My poor lady.
Rosina.
Don't call me that. I am no longer your Rosina, just the miserable, forgotten housewife. You, cruel man, who could take such delight in causing pain.
I'm sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I've been punished enough. Have pity.
I think he might mean it this time. My soul doesn't know how to bear such humiliation.
But why pretend the page was locked in the closet?
Only to test you.
But your tremblings and shakings.
Only to trick you.
And that cruel letter?
It was written by Figaro.
And sent to you by Basilio.
Those traitors. I'll...
If you want my forgiveness, you'll forgive them.
Well then, if it pleases you, we shall all have peace. Rosina, don't be so hard with me. Rosina, look at me.
Ungrateful man.
I've wronged you. It's true. I am sorry. For this moment, I will try better to be considerate.
Figaro!
My lord and lady, our wedding guests are here. You hear the trumpets? You hear the pipes? Come, Susanna, let's away to our wedding.
Just a moment. Not so fast.
But our guest?
Just clear up a little doubt for me before you go.
What does he mean by that?
Will this ever end?
Do you know Signor Figaro, who wrote this letter here?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No. No. No.
So you never wrote it, and you never gave it to Basilio?
To take to the Count?
No. No.
And you don't know of the young boy?
Carabino?
Who tonight, in the garden?
No.
You are lying! I can see it in your face.
Well then, my face is a lying. Not I.
Don't be so clever. I know about the joke you mean to play. So, what do you say to that?
Nothing.
You won't run up to it?
No, I won't, sir.
You fool! Don't be cute. This comedy is over.
Well then, to end it properly and in accordance with theatrical tradition, we shall now go to commence our wedding ceremony.
Oh, my lord, I beg you, please let them go.
Oh, where's Marcellina when you need her? She should be here. Oh, my lord. My lord.
This doesn't look good. What's that drunkard come here for?
Antonio, what's happened? What insolence. Who did it? Who was it?
What are you saying?
What have you got?
What's happened?
Go on, speak. Tell us. From the balcony overlooking the garden, I see many things thrown out every day. And today I saw the worst. I saw a man, my lord, thrown out from the balcony. See my broken carnations. A man was thrown into the garden. Yes.
Figaro, think quickly.
So a man. But where? Where is he? The scoundrel ran away before I could get a good look at him.
Figaro, you know the Carabino.
I know it all, Susanna. I saw him.
Quiet there! What are you laughing at?
Why, Antonio? You were drunk this morning, and you're still drunk.
Ignore him. Now tell me again. A man from the balcony. From the balcony into the garden? Into the garden.
But my lord, it's the wine talking.
Go on anyway. Did you see his face? No, I didn't see.
Fool. Do be quiet for 1 minute. To make such a fuss over a few carnations. Fine. Since it can't be concealed any longer, it was I who jumped down from there.
It was you?
What a mind! What genius!
I don't believe it. But how did you grow so big? You weren't like that when you jumped.
Well, that's what happens when people jump.
Who says so?
And the fool insists on pressing the matter.
It couldn't have been Figaro. To me, it looked like that boy. Carabino?
Curse him!
Carabino. I saw him leave on horseback. He must have reached Seville by now.
But I saw no horse jump down from the window. That's enough. Let's finish this.
Heavens, how will this end?
So you...
I jumped down.
Why?
I was startled. I was waiting to catch a glimpse of my sweet Susanna's face when I heard an unusual clamor. You shouted. I thought of the letter. I jumped in panic, and I sprained my ankle.
Then these are your papers you lost when you fell? Give them to me.
Well, this will be interesting.
Tell me now, what are these papers?
Just a moment. I have so many of them.
Perhaps it's a list of your debts. Speak, Figaro. Leave us, Antonio.
Let him be, Antonio.
Leave us, Antonio.
I'll go, yes. But if I come back and find you...
Go on. I am not frightened of you.
Well, then.
Oh, heavens! The Count has found Carabino's commission to the army.
Figaro, the commission.
Well, Figaro?
Oh, of course. This is the commission Carabino gave me a little while ago.
Why would he give you this? Answer me.
It needed a seal.
Figaro, a seal.
It is typical to have a commission sealed and notarized.
He's right. I can't believe it. I forgot the seal.
He pants and paws the earth in vain. The poor fellow knows less than I do.
This rascal is too much. Everything's a mystery to me. Marcellina, Basilio, Bartolo, at last you've arrived.
My just lord, you must listen to us.
They've come to help me. My luck's beginning to turn.
They've come to curse me. They're three fools, three madmen. Whatever have they come here for?
Hush! Let everyone speak his mind without interruption.
Figaro has signed a pledge to marry me, and I insist that the contract be fulfilled.
What?
What?
Be quiet. I will be the judge in this matter.
I have been chosen as Marcellina's lawyer. I have come in her defense in order to support her legitimate claims.
He's a scoundrel.
Do be quiet. I'm here to deliver justice.
I, known as a man of the world, have come here to testify to the promise of marriage with the loan of money.
They're mad, all three.
Be quiet. We shall read over this contract. Everyone must proceed in its proper order. What good fortune, what happy chance.
I'm stunned.
I'm shocked.
It's coming to a head. How lucky I am that they finally arrived.
I'm desperate. It was certainly a devil from hell who sent them here now.
How will it end? Join us after this commercial break.
Right, we finally took care of the interfering signal and... what? Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Act 2. We reach Act 3 of The Marriage of Figaro, and surprise, surprise, he is still not married. Our heroes are anxiously awaiting the outcome of Marcellina's lawsuit against Figaro. He must either pay her back or marry her, and ultimately, the Count has the final decision on that matter. Susanna, taking matters into her own hands, meets with the Count and asks him for the money to pay Marcellina back. In return, she promises to meet him privately in the garden that night after her wedding. What the Count doesn't know, however, is that it's another trick. Hello?
So, they think they've won their case?
Or maybe the Count does know.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. The scoundrels think they can trick me? Well, I'll make them pay. After all, I'm the judge. I'm in charge. This court case will go the way I want. And if Susanna pays Marcellina, well, let her. In the end, I still get what I want. How is it fair that my servant should enjoy what I cannot? I am Figaro's master. For Figaro to possess that jewel Susanna, when I lust after her, even when she doesn't feel the same? No, The likes of Figaro aren't meant to be happy while nobility suffers. The likes of Figaro aren't meant to laugh at the misfortune of their masters. I will have my revenge, and I will be the one laughing last and best.
Oops, didn't mean to give that away. Well, let's cut to the courtroom and see how it's going. If Susanna can pay Marcellina, she may drop the case altogether and forget her schoolgirl crush on Figaro. Maybe.
Quiet. I will have order. Will all parties please stand to hear the ruling? I have come to the conclusion that, as Figaro did knowingly break the contract with Marcellina, he must marry her.
My lord, I must object.
On what grounds?
I cannot marry without my parents' permission, you see.
What? Explain.
You see, I was tragically stolen from my parents when I was just a baby. I have never known them, and without their blessing, it simply wouldn't be right for me to marry. As Marcellina's lawyer, I demand to see proof. I was found with gold and jewels signifying my high-born status. But above all, I have this mysterious birthmark.
The shape of a spatula.
Yes. Wait. How did you know?
It's him.
Yes, of course it's me.
Raffaello, my son.
Your son?
Our son?
Yes, dear. And here is your father, my lawyer, Bartolo. Come, embrace your mother.
After all these years, embrace me too, father. Don't leave me standing here.
Well, all right. I am your father, after all.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. I'd better get out of here.
Hold it! I've got the money, Marcellina, so don't even think of... Figaro! Why are you holding her? Have you already married? After what I've been through, how dare you!
Ah! Wait, Susanna, I can explain. Marcellina is my mother.
Your mother?
Come here, darling. Embrace your new mother-in-law. You're such a catch. I'm so happy my son has chosen such a lovely girl.
Your mother?
Yes, damn it. She's his mother.
Oh, thank heavens! Who could possibly be as happy as I am now?
I could.
I could.
I could.
I'll never be happy again.
Oh, what a touching and unexpected turn of events. Looks like the wedding's back on. Looks like we're all set for a happily ever after all.
Hello? Loveline? Look, you have the wrong... I apologize. I'm just desperate to talk to someone. Anyone. You see, I know my husband has completely fallen out of love with me, and I just don't know what to do. When I was younger, I was meant to be wed to someone else, you see, and I think maybe he just wants to relive his glory days, being dashing and rescuing young maidens from having to marry old, ugly commoners. But Figaro loves Susanna, and Susanna loves Figaro. They're meant for each other. I'm going to try once more to get his attention. Tonight, I, dressed as Susanna, will meet my husband in the garden and expose his own cruelty to him first-hand. It's a dangerous plan, and everything has to go right. But I can't take this indignity any more. For me to have to rely on and confide in such matters with Susanna, who is, after all, my chambermaid. It is a disgrace for someone in my station, and although I know he's probably not listening, scheming over some way to get back at Figaro, I have a message for my husband. Where are the beautiful moments of sweetness and pleasure we once shared? Where are the promises you made me with those lying lips? Why has everything changed, leaving me here crying and in pain? But, my darling, the memories of our love are still as vivid as ever within my heart. At least my faithfulness and the fact that I still love you after all this time gives me the hope that I can somehow change your heart and bring you back to me. Thank you. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
With the wedding mere moments away, the Countess instructs Susanna to write a letter, confirming where in the garden she is meant to meet the Count after the ceremony. Finally, after sealing it with a pin to provide further evidence of his having received the letter, they are ready to try and trap the Count one last time. At last, Figaro and Susanna are married at the end of the third act, though their troubles are far from over. Susanna discreetly delivers the letter she wrote with the Countess to the Count. Figaro sees this, and himself grows suspicious as the two women neglected to tell him their plan. The entire plot finally plays itself out in Act 4.
It can be awfully exhausting rummaging through an enormous chain warehouse designed to carry everything when all you need is a simple clothing pin. Why, you might as well try finding a needle in a haystack. Why not try Chastity's Pins? Family owned and operated since 1786. We're dedicated to helping you with all your fastening needs. Is your littlest one in diapers? We have safety pins. Bad hair day? We've got hairpins. Need to replace a lost, meaningful pin that might later lead to a ridiculous misunderstanding between lovers and enemies? Well, we've probably got that too. Come on down and we'll take good care of you, because here at Chastity's Pins, you'll get the point.
Barbarina, Antonio's daughter, begins Act 4 looking for the pin with which the letter to the Count was sealed. She is supposed to bring back the Count's response that he will gladly await Susanna in the garden that night, back with the pin as a sign that he received it. However, Figaro finds her first, and all of his suspicions are confirmed. Now certain that his wife intends to consummate their marriage with the Count, he expresses his fears to his mother, Marcellina, and goes off in his fury and frustration. Meanwhile, Marcellina, who can now only think the best of Susanna, resolves to tell her what has happened.
Oh, for the love... This is not love line!
Okay, look. I don't actually need any advice. I'm going to be giving you advice. For free! To any man who's ever trusted a woman. The short version is, don't. Open your eyes. We call them goddesses, and then dull our senses to ever believe they could do anything wrong. They're really enchantresses. They fool us in order to control us. They're thorny roses, charming foxes, she-bears. Beautiful, but ultimately looking out for themselves. I thought I could trust a woman once, the love of my life, but it turns out she doesn't love me. She doesn't even feel pity towards me. If she did, she wouldn't leave me to cheat on our wedding night. I can't say any more, but fellas, you already know the rest. And if you don't, you will.
Wait, he hung up?
Well, we find the women in our cast waiting outside the garden. Marcellina has warned Susanna about Figaro's confusion, and, to make matters even more confusing, Susanna is dressed as the Countess, and the Countess is dressed as Susanna. The trap is set, and they all scatter into the garden waiting for the Count to arrive. Unfortunately, the young Cherubino, who has still evaded his army summons, finds the Countess first, and, thinking she is Susanna, begins to tease her. Figaro, meanwhile, hides nearby, waiting for the moment to expose his wife as a cheater. Try as the Countess might to evade Cherubino, the Count enters and, seeing the boy throwing himself at the woman he thinks is Susanna, moves to attack him, and hits Figaro instead. At last, thinking they are alone, the Count promises love to the Countess in disguise, giving her a ring as a present and breaking her heart in the process. At last, she has undeniable proof of her husband's infidelity. She runs away, and the Count, thinking she is playing hard to get, follows and soon gets lost in the darkness. Figaro, recovering from his attack, sees Susanna dressed in the Countess's fine clothes and begins to try and warn his mistress about the Count's indiscretions. Susanna plays along, but can't disguise her voice as well, and Figaro immediately realizes what's going on. He attempts to seduce her as a joke, and Susanna, thinking that Figaro is actually trying to seduce the Countess, slaps him. He confesses that he knew it was her, and they make peace.
My darling, I never thought I'd be so happy to be slapped by you. Peace, peace, I recognized you.
What? How?
Your voice.
My voice? Oh, my darling love, I'm so happy you found me in the garden.
Here comes the Count. Why don't we have a little fun? Oh, my Countess! Forget your husband and make love to me instead.
I have come here for you. Do what you will. Let's hide in this gazebo. My husband will never find us here.
My servant? With my wife? Guards! Guards! Come out of there, you wretches! Come out of there, Figaro!
Oh no, all is lost.
Who else is hiding in there?
Carabino,
Barberina, Marcellina, the Countess! Behold, everyone, the cheating witch!
Please forgive me.
I refuse. You will not find forgiveness here, and the treacherous servant, Figaro!
Please forgive us.
I will not. I will not. I will not!
Perhaps I will win forgiveness on their behalf with this ring.
The Countess?
Dressed as a maid? But how? My Countess, forgive me. I have no excuse. I was wrong.
I am more patient, more loving, more faithful than you. All I ever wanted was your affection. Yes, I will forgive you. At last, everyone is happy after a single crazy day. With a beautiful note of forgiveness, one of Mozart's finest operas ends, as does our first episode of Opera Avengers. I'm Alejandra Martinez. Thank you for listening. Opera Avengers is a production of the Great Lakes Light Opera. This episode, The Marriage of Figaro, was written by Michael Sayeski and Alejandra Martinez, with contributions by Megan Thompson. The voice of Susanna and Carabino was Lindsay Moy. The voice of Figaro was Cal Lemon. The voice of the Count, Bartolo, Basilio, and Antonio was John Bernhardt. The voice of Marcellina was Megan Thompson. The voice of the Countess was Alejandra Martinez. Let us know what you'd like to hear next. Email us at greatlakeslighopera1@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at GLLO_Cleveland. And don't forget to like our Facebook page.